Hello everyone, and welcome to the second installment in our video series. We have some really fun crafts to make for you today. Today we are making a fire-breathing dragon and a homemade lava lamp. So let's get started and see what we need for these crafts. For our first craft, we'll need a toilet paper roll, a sheet of construction paper, some red, orange, and yellow tissue paper, pom-poms, googly eyes, some white glue, a glue stick, and scissors. For our second craft, we'll need an empty mason jar, some Alka seltzer tablets, some food coloring, some oil, and some water. Let's get started with our dragon craft. The first thing you're going to do is grab a piece of construction paper. It can be any color. I've chosen yellow. And your toilet paper roll. Now you're going to want to line up your toilet paper roll with the edge of the paper. And then get your scissors. So we can see that right here is length. So we want our piece of construction paper to be the exact height of our toilet paper roll. So I'm going to carefully position this, and then I'm going to take my scissors and cut. Now we have our piece of construction paper. We want to put our fingers here and then just wrap this around the edge of our toilet paper roll. And right where it touches, you want to fold back and make a crease. So now there's a little line, and that's where you know where to cut. Next up, get our glue stick, and we just want to put a stripe of glue all over the back of the paper. And then once that's coated, you want to take this and put it also along your toilet paper roll. Then we're going to take our edge and glue it onto the toilet paper roll. And on this outside seam, just put a little bit more glue so that it sticks to itself. Okay. I'm going to smooth down this edge. Let's put that aside just to make sure the glue can dry. In the meantime, let's grab our pom-poms. So we're going to make the dragon's eyes. I have this multi-pack, and I'm going to look for 2 yellow ones, the same color as the construction paper that I'm using, that are about the same size and a little bit big. So that's pretty good, and that one. And while we have our pom-poms in hand, I'm also going to grab 2 of the little ones. So let's just put these aside because we don't need them right now, but we are going to need the big ones. Next, you're going to grab your googly eyes and choose 2 eyes that will fit onto your pom-poms. That's about good. Just get your white glue like we did yesterday with our jellyfish and caterpillar. We're just going to put little dabs onto the pom-poms. Then just stick your googly eye onto the center and put that down, and do the same with the other one. Okay, let's put these aside. Now, while we're waiting for those to dry, we can grab our tissue paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 sheet of tissue paper, and we actually don't need that much of each color, so you're just going to take one of these little squares that it's folded into and cut it out. Okay, now that we have our 3 big strips, we're going to layer them on top of each other and then cut them into smaller strips. Okay, let's put these aside for a while we go back to our main dragon body. It's all dry, so You're going to want to grab your eyes now that they've been drying a little bit. They should be steady enough that they won't fall off when you move them. You want to put yours at the end of your toilet paper roll, the opposite end where your mouth will be for your dragon. So I'm going to put mine all the way back on the left side. And you want to make sure that the eyes of your dragon are facing towards the other end. So just put 2 little dabs of glue and stick your dragon eyes on there. There we go. It's been about maybe 15 seconds and now they're steady enough that I can move on. I'm going to put 2 other dabs of glue and then grab your other pom-poms and stick them on as well. And look at that, we're really starting to make it look like a dragon now. So let's put this aside a bit so it can dry more solidly before we move on to the rest of the craft. In the meantime, let's do a quick DIY lava lamp. So what you're going to need, you're going to grab your mason jar, open it up. So you're going to get your water, and you're just going to pour until almost 1/3 of the jar that you're using is filled up. If you were to split the jar into 3 parts, you want to fill it up with water until 1 of the 3 parts of the jar is full. Once the water is in the jar, you're going to grab your food coloring of choice. I'm using red. Then you're going to add a few drops of food coloring. Just whatever you feel is right. And stir. Then you're going to grab your oil and fill the rest of your jar with it. So now we're going to wait for this to settle a little bit. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is the best part. You're going to get your Alka seltzer and break it into a few pieces. So break it into 3 or 4, whatever you can manage. It's pretty brittle. You're going to take a piece and drop it into the jar. And look at that. You have your very own at-home lava lamp. Now that that's done, I think our dragon should be just about ready. All right. Now that this is dry, we can finish off making our dragon. You want to take all of your strips, and now you're going to get your glue stick and start gluing these. So you want to put glue on the end piece of your tissue paper on the flat end. You're going to stick this inside the mouth of your dragon so that it comes out like this. Then you're going to repeat that process for the rest. And just like that, our fire-breathing dragon is done. Look how cute that is. It's already fire-breathing, but you can make it even more so by blowing through it like this. Thanks for watching! If you liked today's video, be sure to catch tomorrow's video where we'll do more fun crafts. If you followed along with today's video, be sure to ask your parents to send a picture of your craft to art@kawarthagallery.com and include your first name and age to be featured on our website.